And as that storm continues to roll through parts of the Midwest, we already have some snow totals, although these totals will keep on growing as it's still snowing in most of these areas that I'm showing you here. So far, the biggest report that we have is out of Chapman, Kansas. They've had 18 inches of snow so far, and it's still continuing to climb, and also blizzard conditions across Kansas. There's also been a foot of snow in Beloit, Kansas, that is. In the Kansas City area where Jim Cantori is, pretty much right on 10 inches right now. Towards the St. Louis area, closer to 7.5. And Springfield, the state capital, reporting 7 inches of snow as of right now. But meanwhile, here in the state line, we're staying nice and dry, but much of the country cannot say the same. You see all that snow blanketing now into Indiana, Ohio, now into the Virginias. Ice storm now ongoing into Kentucky right now, and then severe weather now stretching through Mississippi and Louisiana. So a lot to deal with in that winter storm, but we are on the outside looking in thanks to high pressure draped across much of the upper Midwest, keeping us nice and dry. Even though you see that snow trying to inch forward, that dry air is going to be fighting it as it heads any kind of closer towards I-80 or even towards I-88. But we are dealing with the cold, though. Pretty much the only exception here across much of northern Illinois, as you see those light radar returns nearing I-80 right now, it's going to be watching out for a band of lake effect snow to set up. And you can see winter weather advisories posted for the Racine, Kenosha areas in Wisconsin, as well as for Lake County in Illinois. So we're watching for potential slick travel into tomorrow morning. So as you see, future track showing that we have dry conditions right now, and then we'll see that lake effect snow band developing towards 10 o'clock or so. You'll notice future track trying to depict maybe a few flurries here near and south of I-88. Can't necessarily rule that out, but definitely no impacts with any of that. The biggest impact, at least that we're seeing on this view of future track, is that lake effect snow band. Pretty much from Milwaukee to Chicago could have some slick travel through the morning commute tomorrow. So if you are planning on traveling towards Lake Michigan, towards Chicago, keep that in mind. Could have some pretty slow travel during the day tomorrow. Otherwise, here at home, we are staying dry, but we are staying bone chilling. Temperature is going to be in the teens, single digits in terms of the wind chills. So we're going to see that wind picking up overnight, gusts even up to 30 miles per hour. So that means those teens for lows will mean wind chills closer to zero, maybe even some spots sneaking below zero as we wake up tomorrow morning. So a lot of us heading back to work, heading back to school, make sure to bundle up as you head out the door. Tomorrow, we do warm up a little bit. We'll get into the upper 20s as we get into a little more sunshine towards the afternoon, but it will be pretty breezy too, so especially compared to today. So just have that extra layer on in terms of the really chilly factor. Throughout the week up ahead, though, we're staying on the frigid side. High temperatures will dip down to the low 20s once again by Wednesday. Look at those overnight lows, mostly in the teens, though some single digits possible Tuesday and Wednesday nights. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, you'll notice how dry conditions are winning out this time. We're watching for some slight chances for snow Friday and Sunday, but otherwise dry and cold across the board, Sam.